So first, how does Pakistan's single window ensure compliance with new rules and regulations with trade, especially if those have been introduced in the trading partners? Second, what about an inquiry point where a business can access all information on compliance and documentation for a certain trading activity to ensure that businesses have up-to-date information on trading practices in Pakistan and in their trading partners? Third, coming back to the first part, how well are you integrated with different trade portals, repositories, and other digital platforms in Pakistan as well as internationally to improve the quality of facilitation in paperless cross-border trade?
Yes, I think one of the fundamental principles in trade facilitation is also access to information. If traders have access to information, they know how much does a particular license or a permit or NOC would cost, what would be the procedure, what is the documentation required, then there are lesser chances of them being asked to, uh, pay unofficial amounts of money, let's put it that way. So the trader would know about their rights, the trader would know about the process and procedures. So single window has worked very extensively in providing access to that information. One of our flagship products is the Trade Information Portal, or as TradeVerse. We call it TradeVerse. It provides a complete repository of information on all borders and trade-related processes. It provides other information on how to become a clearing agent or how to even hire a clearing agent. It gives you a logistic ecosystem, a banking ecosystem. You can put in an HS code, or you can put in a commodity description, and it would give you visual maps of how to navigate the customs clearance process. So that is one product that we have launched way back in 2022 and is now being quoted as one of the best practices by the World Bank for implementation in other countries. Other than the trade information portal, we have a very robust customer support center. It has, like I said, a dedicated helpline for women. It also has a dedicated helpline in Russian language for traders who belong to Central Asia and are transiting through the ports in Karachi. And of course, it has several lines for general guidance. We are now going to introduce two additional lines, one for exporters only. It would be more like a, premium service where big exporters that have a lot of contribution in foreign exchange can directly get in touch with the higher level of our team and get the issues resolved immediately without having to wait in a queue. And the other helpline that we are establishing is for port community system that is scheduled to be launched in July. Inshallah, that would be providing a single window for Karachi, Port Qasim, and Gwadar, specifically target at the actors associated with maritime trade. So these are two initiatives that we have taken to provide transparent and up-to-date information. But how do we make sure that this information does remain updated? And for that, we have issued an SRO from the government that makes it binding upon all the 77 government agencies to relay the information if there's any change in their processes or procedures or documentary or information requirements to Pakistan Single Window, so that Pakistan Single Window can update the main single window portal as well as the TradeVerse almost in real time, so that traders can have access to updated information at all times.
With this, I would like to end with a few words of advice for students and young entrepreneurs who are interested in learning more about international trade and related activities.
Yes, I think this is a great. This is a very exciting era. I think digitalization. We are in the fourth industrial revolution, and the world has not seen anything like this before. I mean, imagine uh, going to the net, just going into your OpenAI or Chat GPT, putting in something there, and just getting a whole program out of it. Technology changes so quickly. I mean, we are 3 years into our own platform, and we think that our platform is getting old, and we need a constant injection of new technologies and new ideas. The same is with international trade. International trade actually is a very exciting space to work in, because it's the only, I would say, sector not in the country but globally as well, which is under constant changes. Anything goes different between the major trading partners in the world, and no one would know better than you, Adil. The impact would be felt in your country. So I think it's a very interesting space. For some reason, it's also an ignored space. People think that only service providers should be working in the cross-border trade. Actually, you need bright young entrepreneurs. You need to have people who can identify gaps in service delivery, who can understand how global trading systems work and create new ideas, implement new businesses. So my parting advice would be, to take interest in that space. Look to us, come to us. We also provide an important resource for anything that is happening in cross-border trade. And going forward, we would be providing more of these services. But come and work with us. Maybe there are a few ideas that we would like from your side, and we can work together as partners to implement those ideas. Um, and the very last point, which is a cliche, there are no shortcuts in life, Adil. So it's the same thing with cross-border trade. It's very complex, but once you get into it and you tough it out a little bit, it would start paying dividends. So that's all I can say right now.
Okay, so Aftab, it was wonderful to have this conversation with you. We appreciate your time and hope the audience also found this conversation insightful and knowledgeable as well. So till next time, thank you and Allah Hafiz.
Thank you so much, Adil. And again, I am really thankful to IPA, CBER to give me this opportunity, and I look forward to further interactions with you and the students at IPA. Thank you so much.